rounds here. We're currently selecting our classes. We have about 8 seconds till we're starting.
I wasn't in here now. Send me the link to your stream real quick.
Will do. So 4-2 on both sides for composition of each team. So Les, our first map is Khan's Keep. What do we have coming up next after this?
Khan's Keep, and then I forget the other team real quick. Looks like it's gonna be Khan's Keep, followed by Fort of Honor, Vlandia versus Sturgia. So it's gonna be a good game. You're in the server, Mr. Thief?
Yeah, we're watching the first round right now.
I just typed start. It's amazing. EDIV match! KOTF versus the Peasant Rebellion is underway, and it's looking like the Peasants are taking the early advantage. Looks like they've neutralized the first wave of Aserai warriors. Oh, correct me. It looks like even partially Dino is from Burgundy's already out for KOTF. That's a tough loss. He's one of their 2 cav. They only got 2 cav. So it's gonna be an interesting match here. It's EDIV. You know, there's always a little bit of a cluster F going on in here. I'm excited to see what they make of it, though. You know, I'm excited to see what these 2 teams do. This is a new map. This map is brand new to the scene. Most of these players probably have never played on this map before, so the strategies are going to be interesting.
Which one? The first one or the second?
This map right here is a new map. This Fort of Honor map is about a year old now. This map here is only a couple months old.
Isn't this map at least like 3 to 4 months old? Am I going crazy?
This map could be 3 to 4 months old, but that is extremely new to these players who've been playing the game for a long time. However, never played skirmish.
Right.
They've never seen this map before.
Yeah, one of the chatters asked if this was from Yaldabog, who's the Colorado campaign mapper. I'm not aware if it is or not, honestly, but I don't believe that it was related to the recent Khuzait Colorado campaign at all, to my knowledge. I mean, honestly, if it was, I'd expect it to have a purple background. The whole map was covered in a whole haze in the, whatever you call it, skybox.
I don't know who made this map at all.
That's why you guys gotta start writing your initials everywhere.
So Flannery's just piecing them up. Alright, they were able to finally get through their first lives there. I'm expecting Ian to carry this match. He's already doing pretty good at 242 score. But I would think Ian's the best player on their team. He's playing infantry. Sly Marlboro, only 184 score for his first cav life here. Let's see if he does better on the second life here. Scoop up some juicy score. He is a hotly bought player, Sly Marlboro, for EDIV. A lot of people saw him on their teams.
It was a pretty big bash there.
Alright, KOTF got their feet a little wet there. Let's see what they can do the next round. I mean, this is Aserai. Aserai faction has the advantage here, so hopefully KOTF can bring it out, man. I really want to see KOTF win some rounds. I'm expecting them to be in the final. The final match for this tournament for EDIV could very well be these 2 teams if VK3 falters. So I'd like to see a very competitive game here is what I'm hoping to see. How about you, Thief? Thoughts?
I was hoping you'd keep talking so I could finish editing the scoreboard for this current set of maps.
Anyway, like I was saying...
yeah, go on, please.
Like I was saying, you know, I really do think these 2 teams here are going to be very competitive. I'm expecting to see KOTF bounce back from that last round's defeat here. They are bringing an archer now. Jaybird is on the bow and arrow. Interesting choice for Aserai. They are running 4 Inf, 1 Cav, a 4-1-1. Instantly, he's in melee, engaged in melee. Zion pushing him instantly. Jaybird is no longer shooting. And, you know, Dino here, he's using his spear. Oh, there it goes. He pulls the sword out. You could hear me talking about it from the ether. Trussell taking down Ian early in this fight. That's huge. It looks like KOTF is up currently. Starting to trade evenly. There goes Jaybird. Jaybird's probably the best player on the KOTF team. He cannot be going Archer here. But, you know what? I stand corrected. His team did technically win that first fight, even though they lost 2 of their power classes. You know, 1 Cav down, 1 Archer down. First threat. First life Aserai is not good. Well, as the specialty classes, you know, if you're playing Archer Aserai, if you're playing Cavalry Aserai, you do not want to die in that first fight. You know, your infantry have 3 lives. You want to die 1.5. You want to die halfway through the second fight, so you can have a full life for that last life. It's kind of an impossible ask, but that is normally hard to play Cav on Aserai and try not to die. Jaybird did move away from the fight. He's not engaging the infantry. He's focusing on shooting at the horses of the cavalry, which I can't quite remember. I don't know if Aserai has Cavalry Breaker on their Archer class. Great shot. Jaybird shooting Zane in the chest, but it looks like he's going to go down here. He's caught. He's got 2 infantry on him, and he goes down. It is his last life. Jaybird is now out with 529 score. You know, he's probably in his team right now saying, oh, guys, check me out, check me out. I'm scoring way more than you are. But that's the thing with Archers. Is like people think, oh, Archer's so good, Archer's so good. I look at my score. I'm shooting people, shooting horses, getting score, but it's not all about score. Having an Archer means the rest of your team is not going to play as effective as they could because they have to hold your hand. And taking out safety soldier there. So, you know, it's sad to say, but because their cavalry and their archer played too aggressively, now we have a bunch of Aserai infantry who are last life, who have an additional life with no support classes. They're going to have to, and all of the Khuzait have a spawn. So, you know, we're going to have to see them cook here. I don't think there's much of a chance of them winning this round, being that their current lives, the Peasant Rebellion team has, you know, they've got a lot of HP, but...
Oh, they're fighting split? What is this? Is just avoidable.
It's a E-Division tomfoolery, you like to call it. Ooh, Chase taking down Zane. The Cav is piecing up these poor Aserai terracotta soldiers. Oh, they're actually getting
Wouldn't the Khuzaits have the terracotta culture trait? I don't know.
Probably, but you know, I think about how terracotta breaks.
Ah, fair enough.
So you push it over, it just falls. They actually did pretty good there. They making them waste their 3rd lives. It's gonna hurt them. This is actually what they did there is amazing because it set them up for next round. Khuzait, if they take any casualties here, will not have a 3rd life on the next set. I think just spawning in general means they're gonna have a snowball on the next set. Yeah,
having the disadvantage here, you have the better cavalry faction, is not ideal.
Not ideal at all. Jaybird on that nag. So no, see Jaybird on that nag.
We had one question from a chatter about the Fantasy League. I can tell you that it will be active, but there's going to be a slight delay on that. I mean, Les may want to speak more on it, but if not,
actually,
I think there's
an update. I do have an update for our fans. We are bringing Fantasy back. It is not dead. It's not Jover. It's never Jover here in Bannerlord Skirmish League. What we are doing is we have an automated bot that is going to be taking in all of the teams you guys submitted. If you submitted a team that had A division players on it, you've got a refund for those ADF players that you can spend on any player in any other division. You need to resubmit your teams to the Bannerlord Skirmish League fantasy bot. It's called the BSL bot, fantasy bot in the Discord. Send in your team submissions to that account. That bot will process your team, add you to the roster, and we'll be good to go. A division is getting reworked. No one really wanted to fight the Knights of Vlandia. The Knights of Vlandia was too strong. EK was on top. It wouldn't have been competitive league, so Hancock and Forsaken, Unknown, and the Tall 1 team decided they do not want to play in Bannerlord Skirmish League 1 A Division. So that's all right. What we're probably going to do is a draft cup for the A Division players, so everyone still gets to play in Bannerlord Skirmish League. There just won't be a division winner by clan title. More of a pubby type situation going on in A Div. So we're not going to include A Division, though, in the fantasy stats. So if you bought Legendary Frog, Scrickster, Wagnus, Hancock, Chowski, any of these names, you need to refund them off of your team. Anyway, back to this UDIF game. See, it looks like KOTF opted for an archer again in a skirmish. They have no cavalry on this open map. They are 5 infantry and 1 archer.
I mean, I guess if it's not working, you gotta try something else different, right?
Gotta make something happen. So last round makes something happen, and they're doing something here. Looks like the Mongolians are pushing in.
Having the skirmishers sit back and do nothing, I mean, they had such an opportunity there that was squandered because their cavalry was just riding around in a circle, kind of doing nothing for a solid 10 seconds there. Had that skirmisher been in the fight.
Huge kick shot from Jaybird there on Trustful.
I didn't see that, fortunately.
Slime Arbor getting reared and dismounted. This is the best fight. Both the Khuzait cavalry are dismounted. And it hasn't cost this KOTF team much, but it looks like Chase Flanders, Syndril, and Trustful they're not respecting generational etiquette at all here. Not respecting generational etiquette. They're coming back into this fight. Second life when they still have first lives alive. So Jaybird gets another kick shot in. 3-2-2. That's his second one. He's pull that bow and start zapping him. He's roaching Ian right now. Dino of Burgundy. Dino? I don't know. Kick slash. Holy shit, these KOTF guys can kick. Let me tell you what. They might be losing right now, but they are kickers. I didn't think we were going to see any kicks in E Division. I'm surprised. It's some high-level play coming from KOTF. Lots of kicks. You don't see kicks in E Div. I want to see Jaybird freaking kick some more people, man. That was nuts. He got 2 kick shots in that one round alone playing that archer class.
Now, if he gets 3, that might be a record, so...
If he gets 3, that might be a record from any division of all time, really. I've never seen 3 kick shots in
one round. Come on, let's do it right now. Watch out. Go for it. Nah, too late.
No longer shooting. It's okay. This is unfortunate. Looks like KOTF safety soldier did trickle and is out. I think going at skirmisher class screwed his economy. He didn't have the eco to spawn 3 times. Jaybird spawning peasant archer again. Hopefully leading for the horses. I think does Rabble cost 80 or 90 gold?
It's like sure 90. I think it's 90.
They're already in a 5v6 and they're pushing for some reason without Trustful. These 3 knuckleheads up here charging without one of their leaders, Trustful here. I'm not sure
what guy's running behind to go protect the archer?
Trustful's trying to save his archer, he's trying to protect the archer, and that's what I'm saying is when you have an archer on your team, it is a detriment sometimes, because that was a bad play. He should not have been going to do that.
Well, I mean, the archer had the platform. It's literally made for archers, and he still had to go and help him. I mean, he didn't have to. It was kind of misplayed.
Shooting him in the face. Another great kick by Mr. Whoever just got stabbed there. Lots of spears. They all have rabble lives. It's not looking good for KOTF in the first set. Could be faction. If like an ADIV level of play, I would give the advantage to Aserai all day long on this map, just because the cavalry is so much more dominant. The infantry is a little bit more papery, so maybe KOTF getting some armor is going to change the game here. Tribal Warrior is a much superior unit than the Rabble. Could have seen something happen there.
I'm a little bit worried about what it's going to look like once Peace gets up on a Jawal with the bamboo spear, longer reach. It's going to be tough. Yeah, exactly.
You might see some KOTF chuckos though. If the throwing spear in EDIV is going to be scary. I'm surprised we didn't see any throwing spears coming from Peasant Rebellion here.
Well, they didn't need them. I feel like it's kind of a trap because it makes you worse, and it's just beyond easy to miss, hit your own teammate, whatever. Throw them at the most common thing to do. You really expect this from E Division is throw it at a mile away, and then just give it to the enemy. You're just tossing them a chucker to use on your own cavalry.
Yeah, and especially at the high level, the chuck is really bad. But low level, I could see it working. You know, a lot of low-level players try to take that chuck out to compensate for being buns. KOTF not even fielding cavalry. They have really nothing to lose by taking the chuck out.
Yeah, I feel like every time that I try to use a throwing spear at a higher level gameplay, at higher level game rather, the cavalry. And so, and bringing it not unusual, pretty hard to use.
True. So I'm excited to see it. I'd rather see them take throwing spears than the Cavalry Breaker perk. I mean, Cavalry Breaker. You know, Jaybird actually already has that throwing spear in his loadout right now in the warm up. That's what we see in the action match. I'd like to call a zombie kill up here. If you'd like to request to speak, go ahead and raise your hand in the chat. Way to do that.
I invited him.
Accept that.
Die, dog!
He's probably got to right-click something at this point. We did invite him, so he's been invited.
He's invited. I don't know if he's here, but he is invited. Alright, it's underway. Second set coming right up right now. We got Edith, KOTF versus the Peasants Rebellion. Can KOTF bring back this crushing defeat they suffered in the first set? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, B? You think they're coming back? Do you think they're done?
I think that they're going to have some more cool kick shots, but it's not looking too good for them overall.
Overall, I don't know. I think the improved armor, you know, KOTF, they're used to being able to tank a little more. I think everyone in EDIV is used to being able to tank a little more. I don't know that. I think that the armor diff is going to be a big deal, especially if we get some improved armor coming from KOTF's guys.
I mean, I honestly really want to see them mix up their composition a little bit. I mean, I don't know what that would mean, but maybe just drop the archer, a couple spears. I don't know. Especially if this... Did they go the same composition again? Oh, they brought it in... Okay, 2 cav.
4-2. I like to see this is a better comp. And if we look at their loadouts, it looks like we got two chukkas coming from KOTF, one for each of the enemy horsemen. So let's see if they use those properly or if they just put them on their back and get right into this melee. Really, KOTF does not want to up. KOTF's drawing swords. Chase Flanders, don't throw it at the Amph, bro. Don't throw it. Aw, a good chop. Chase right. Here we go. Do it. Trestle going down instantly. Must have died. Oh, no, he died from the cab. He's one of the cab players in the cab duel. Vindrel strikes back, kills Zalek. KOTF cab, Dino shows up first.
And actually gets a kill right away.
Chase of Flanders. I mean, look at that. That was a much better fight than we've ever seen out of KOTF so far in this league, and I can only chalk it up to armor diff, man.
I mean, their composition, I think they only tried the 4-2, was it the first round of the last set?
Yes. So, Trustful is last life. He should not have anything to do with that fight right now, and he's going to find out very quickly that the Aserai Cav is swifter than him. Oh, Zalek there with the stop. Trustful about to be out. Trustful, oh no, Trustful's gone. First life Khuzait here, though, any damage they do is important. They need to wipe or mostly wipe this Aserai line before the fight is over. A huge rear, and Diana picks it up.
I think maybe, yeah, that's that'll be a problem for them.
Dino and Burgundy picking it up and dropping it low. That's all I have to say about that. Dino really outshining Trustful in that round. Trustful 0 score. No hate to Trustful, but you cannot be a cavalry player on your skirmish team and come out with 0 score. Dino throwing his life away, going for the 2v1. Mistakes were made, son. Mistakes were made. It wasn't that deep. It wasn't that serious. Your infantry was coming. You just had to wait for him. Just had to wait for him.
Yeah, there's
huge dismount on Peace.
The potential value of that 2v1 is basically non-existent for him. So, a bad fight to pick there. Another Was that another chuck at dismount, or was that a spear? I didn't see that.
Oh, I didn't catch that dismount at all. I was looking down to the wire here. You know, KOTF infantry needs to take no damage in this fight. They've knocked out 2 players. 2 players are out. Ian is out. Zalik's out. It's a 4v4 now. It's a 4v4 at this point. Hopefully that Khuzait infantry isn't too low and KOTF can get their first round 1 here. Let's get on to the wire, boys. It's down to the wire. This is crazy. This is crazy.
So was Aserai trickling the whole time to make that happen? Like, what's going on here? Another dismount like that. It's
Whoa,
crazy.
Huge dismount. And he's just standing there. Sly's just standing there taking abuse to the horse. It's 2 inf and 2 cat versus 4 infantry. Oh no, Chase chokes. The choke of a lifetime here. This is his team's one chance to get back in this fight right now, man. We need this KOTF. No, there goes Cyrano. Horrible, horrible. Jaybird wins these though. Jaybird and his safety soldier. Ain't nothing safe about him. He's killing everybody. I really want to see safety soldier. No, safety! Safety did not play it safe there, guys. He did not. He simply did not play it safe there. He team killed the only thing he had going for him, which was his ally. You hate to see it, Fief. You hate to see it.
Yeah, I think Jaybird, I was watching that fight, and what I noticed the most, or kind of stood out to me, was that he changed from his to his sword, from a spear, back to him. Like Cav was... might have made a big difference there.
It's unfortunate to see. You know, the KOTF was playing so well that round. If Dino didn't kill himself, if Trustful got even 100 score, that would have changed the entire game.
Do you think it's more of the... Is it Dino as in like dinosaur, or is it Dino as in Italian, do you think?
Hard to say. His name's Dino of Burgundy, so it's got to be Dino, not Dino. You know, it's a name. Dino's not a name. Let's speculate. Chase of Flanders, Jaybird taking the Chukkas a second time. Officially, Peasants have won this map. But 3-0, or reverse 3-0 coming from KOTF would be huge here. KOTF now has, oh, this only have 2 lives. Oh, good pick by Peace, but he's going to suffer from it. Hopefully Jaybird kills that horse. Throwing the Chukka, Slime Marlboro declining to pick it up. Holy cow, Slime doing hello work with that Lance dismounted. Russell getting his first hit there. Oh no, he's got 157 score. See if we get any heavy cap spawns from the KOTF. Doesn't look like it. He's opting for light cavalry again. Russell being pursued by Peace. Safety soldier playing safe now, no longer taking the Chukka. Jaybird still got that Chukka. Jaybird is, you know, I almost put him on my fantasy roster. I thought Jaybird was going to dominate this C division, and he's doing very well in this match. He's the best player on KOTF's line here. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for KOTF. KOTF, they don't have the greatest history together as clans, diplomatically. I do appreciate Gage. I do appreciate what KOTF did for us on the RP server Avalon back in the day. Syndra running from that 1v1 for a second and then tries to accept it. Looks like Zion. They say that guy's name Zion?
I'll have to take a look after this fight's over.
ZYAN.
That's a good question. I would say Zion. I don't know. Should be Zane, I don't know.
Syndra winning that fight, forcing the reset. Chase of Flanders spawning Rabble. I don't know why he did that. Another 120 score. Hopefully Process Jackson doesn't spawn last life if they don't win. Trussell and Dino just need to stay alive, man.
They were just not paying attention there. That's kind of sniped by Cav there.
I did shoot a DM to Trustful. Hopefully takes acknowledgement of my help with sniping. Send a DM to Trustful, try to give him a little pointer on the fly here. Uh-oh. KOTF says they're trolling.
Does that mean we can expect a sudden turnaround coming up here?
I mean, I hope so. I hope so. Chase Flanders spawning a bad move.
We got some of that money back. Probably not enough.
I don't think that'll be enough for him to have 3 lives. So now the Khuzait Snowball is inbound. We are going to see 3 lives from Khuzait across the board, except for their Cav players, obviously. Nope, even their Cav players can afford the rabble. It's just Mr. Chase. So it would be very shocking to me if KOTF doesn't win this round right now. KOTF should win this round and every round thereafter, hopefully. Jaybird going Archer, opting to drop both cavalry. I don't think that was the play, but honestly, this could work. This cooks. We've seen it before in the VK versus Norway match where we opted to just get rid of the Cav, and it was a 6 versus 6 inf fight here. You can't complain. You can't dog on these peasant cavalry players. They're playing pretty good. Piece up there right now with 1,000 score. What was that divided by 2? That's 500 score per round is what he's averaging here at the moment. Let's see if he can't finish this match with 1,500 score. Pieces are playing really well. Slime Arbro, you know, he's kind of dog shit, but I guess I got to give it to him.
Whoa.
Got 840, it's 400 score per round.
What is this infight here? What? Oh my god, dude.
KOTF deciding to engage with only half their troops. Jaybird hits a shot on Tyrion, dismounts piece dismounted. That's actually huge for KOTF. They needed that. Tyrion pushing Jaybird Archer. Jaybird doesn't care that he's playing Archer. He's playing it as if he's playing him, just malleting him to death. But it looks like the peasants are pushing up the stairs, and that Archer was engaged in melee for too long. Will now be.
They left like 2 of their guys behind there. KOTF did, and I don't know. This is totally unnecessary.
A lot of clans follow the one for all principle, you know, where it's like, you know, we fight together, we fight as, you know, a shield wall. You know, there ain't a clan out there that forms a better shield wall than KOTF, so it's hard for me to understand why they're choosing not to fight together, you know.
Right. Also, I think we want to see Nadra's stream. What do you think about that? I'm trying to find
I believe the Peasant Rebellion has a lot of players from Han on it. You know, I see Slime Arbro, Zion, Tyrion Nadras. You know, why don't we bring Patty Nadras up in the culture? Tell me how to pronounce some of his players' names. Patty Nadras.
I told him to ping me. I don't think he's actually in the
in the call. You need to join the VK Discord. Oh, you know what? I think Patty got banned. Let me look. Let me go. Hold on. Search settings.
Oh, I found him. I'll send him the invite. I don't know if I have actual permissions for it. Let's see if this works or not.
Settings. And Patty needs an invite to the Discord.
I just found one.
GG/Vlandia.
Is that Jover already? Is it already Jover?
So that was the first map. The first map has concluded, and now we are going to be moving on to Fort of Honor. Sturgia versus Vlandia. Can KOTF bring that back? Can KOTF stop the stomp? Sounds like, sounds to me like whenever we were blinking there, they lost with their rabble lives. I don't know what happened there, but even with 3 lives, KOTF wasn't able to pull out the W there. Hate to see it.
I mean, if they win 6-0 here, they'll draw, right?
Correct. Now we're gonna have more armor. Their imp's gonna come into play. You know, I think that the enemy team definitely has superior cavalry, but KOTF imp line is not something to laugh at in any division. Fort of Honor, we're going Vlandia. We're going Sturgia. I'm really bummed I'm not seeing ex-Jaybird playing cavalry. I really thought I was going to see him playing cavalry. That was my suspicion going into this match. I get to see some Jaybird cav.
I think Patty wanted to speak, but he's also taking the longest time possible to join the server. Yeah, I actually was going to ask if this is remember fully. So my also a warband map. Less. Might be having some technical difficulties here.
Sorry, I was reading a DM from the Bannerlord Skirmish League bot. What was that question?
This is an old warband map, isn't it?
I think it is modeled after an old warband map. I don't remember the old warband map. I'm so banner-brained at this point that I forget, but I do believe I heard that. I didn't play warband competitive many times. I only played in one league. I can't remember. All right, I got an R from Han. We got one approval from KOTF to start this match here. Looks like the Peasant Rebellion will be taking Vlandia first. In 30 seconds, we will be live. Thief, what are your predictions winning this match? Does KOTF take any dubs here?
Any dubs? I think probably one or two. But I think the 6-0 comeback is not looking very likely at this point.
6-0 comeback is not likely. However, I do think this is the faction matchup they need right now. They need to be on Sturgia. Sturgia's got the most armor out of any infantry faction in the game. And, you know, Vlandia, though, no slouch. Vlandia kind of counters Sturgia in a way because they're using swords mostly. They're not using the mace. The Sturgian infantry is really good against mace infantry like the Khuzait infantry or the Aserai infantry because their maces don't do, I think they do reduced, it's either 20% or 33% less blunt damage.
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is a map where bird's eye view is pretty interesting. You get to see those cav plays. Yeah, it looks like was trying something kind of. He was hiding behind a corner, and he's reasonably good play timing right to hit the Vlandian cav.
Trustful currently running from Slime Arbro, not realizing he's slower. Problem with the E Division is a lot of these clans don't know the meta perks, and you know I have a team in E Div, so it's not really in my best interest to teach them the meta perks. But going improved armor on Sturgia Light Cav is the move. Faster horse. I mean, it's not the playstyle. Like right there, if he had the light horse, he'd probably redismount it. So hard to say. Let's see if he gets his Rallic in the back here. Oh, he smacks Tyrion Ned, goes right in the back of the head. KOTF is up. KOTF, now it's even. Very close fight here, it appears, with these actual infantry classes. We're taking out Jaybird, huge loss. So KOTF is up in this fight here. Oh no, it's 4v3, my mistake.
I'm not really sure who's going to win at this point.
Cyril doing a good job staying alive. Doing good damage on the cav. It's Ian versus Cyril here. Let's see, does KOTF spawn light their second lives, or do they spawn brigand? That's the question. Is this not on the right game mode?
Interesting.
So it looks like they got to play a practice round because stupid ass Leslar didn't put the right map on. I must have hit battle instead of skirmish. What a stupid
If they said
mistake.
200 gold, I think it was just not enough to respawn then, or...
No, they definitely should have had the funds to restart. That is a King Lessler oopsie. Big oopsie. And it could be the saving grace for KOTF. I'll feel really bad if KOTF wins that first round after I screwed up there. That is on me. KOTF wasn't up by that much. The other news. In other news, the Bannerlord Skirmish League bot is going to be governing fantasy is about to make his announcement that we will be reopening fantasy. All teams who have not, anyone who didn't make the cut for the first fantasy draft, can go ahead and submit a team now. If you missed it the first time, the second time you will have till Saturday to submit your new team.
So, how are we handling the already played matches? Or is it going to be a reduced value? Is it going to be a 0.5 multiplier?
Everyone has the same opportunity to change their teams.
I see. Makes sense.
So, I mean, only if they had ADIF players. So, if you didn't buy ADIF players to begin with, then don't worry about resubmitting. Well, you still resubmit your team, but you're not allowed to change it. For those watching my stream at home, I have to do admin stuff. So that's
Oh, he let me.
One of those stream zombies.
One stream zombie, how are you? Going up the bath. Cheering EDIV player, I wanted you to weigh in on this contest. Have you been watching up until current?
I watched about 15 to 30 seconds of it after you started. I was actually, you know what? When you were talking about the archer, I was here.
Oh, okay. The archers are kind of buns. KOTF is not doing so well right now. They've yet to win a single round, and it looks like first round Sturgia. On the first fight, at least they lost. But if they can kill them easily without taking damage here, it's not over for them if they can loot some good gear. What's your take on the Sturgia versus Vlandia matchup, Zombie Kill? What do you think about that?
He's dumbfounded, speechless at this matchup here.
We do have a Brigand. Jaybird going Brigand. Doesn't take the axes, takes the jabs.
And misses them all. Yikes.
Not worth. Jaybird going down too easy there.
Not looking too good here for KOTF. This is their round to turn it around, go for the draw.
And officially, I can proclaim Peasant's Rebellion is taking the W over Kingdom of the Franks. But it's not over. Every round matters here at BSL, and whatever teams have the most rounds win do still have an opportunity to go to the finals. So it is important to be stacking those rounds up. Every round counts here at Bannerlord Skirmish League. And we want to see KOTF, defend their honor here. I'd like to see them get around and
Defend their fort of honor?
defend their fort of honor, yes, sir. Safety soldier spawning Peasant first life. You know, he's checked out. He had enough money to go Variag twice, but instead opting to.
Oh my god, dude.
Again.
Just watching this Peasant get bullied. Like, he just gets 2v1 right away. Oh my god, it's just hard to watch.
It's hard to watch. Cat goes from right away. They smelled blood in the water and they went for it.
And you have the Sturgian cav. Oh my god. Jaybird just sitting back there jousting their cavalry, and he loses. He could have just gotten the fight.
KOTF is desperate for a good cavalry player. They had one good cav player, this team would be performing a lot better.
Yikes. Oh, and their Trickwin.
Bad as a trickle.
The cav diff is pretty huge here. I mean, that's where the score is residing there.
Ooh, Dino, picking up a good kill. They mopped up their second lives. Anyone who dies right now will be out. I hope the KOTF cap can play safe for a minute. Syndril mounting up on that nag. He is up on that nag. Get that brother off that horse. Easy, get down.
Well, mission accomplished
don't
there.
worry. Peace done. Took care of it.
That was a good timing on that jump.
Oh. It would have been better if he didn't take any damage from that imp, because that horse got to 1 HP. Trustful is going to go for the horse. Trustful just trying to get out of that Thermopylae-esque corner. Trustful getting dismounted by the Peasant Rebellion. Does KOTF rush up to save him? Absolutely not, as they shouldn't. Good call by KOTF command. Dino getting killed on the outskirts there too. I mean, really, this 80 frog spawn is where KOTF wants to fight. Like, if they're going to be down 2 cav, shouldn't be down 2 cav. Good hit by Dino. Dino's not going down without a fight. He's taking his horses with him. You know, at least dismounting one of their cavalry before being taken out himself. It is now a 4v6. Let's see what KOTF can do here.
It was actually a very smart play by Peasants Rebellion, as they were delaying until their cav could go all the way around. And they went in at the perfect time.
Yeah, Peasants Rebellion, I think, has been coached. I mean, they're playing really good. Tactically, at least. Jaybird's still up, so there's hope. And excuse me, by Jaybird, I meant safety soldier.
An 11-1 for the Peasants Rebellion cav. Pretty crazy. Let's see if Dino can get a pick here.
I like to see Jaybird get 1 kill. You know, he was playing really good on the other map. He has yet to earn himself a single assist or a single kill. He's only got 136 score. This is not going well for Jaybird. Jaybird's not used to the axe. Love sword board type gun shooter. Axe and shield, axe and bash, not for him. Jaybird isn't in a group fighting warrior. He does play in a group fight a lot, so you do expect him. He's doing well right now. He's quickly climbed up in the ranks of score here. Looks like KOTF's playing really well here. This could be their round. By really well, I mean almost dead in the first fight without keeping. Only 1 casualty on the other. I feel like I've been glazing KOTF this entire match. let's talk about the real winners of this match right now. I mean, we got Peace scary. Sly Marbro is scary on this map too, but that Peace player, that Soul Peace guy, he might be, he's in Soul. It's a clan that does not like VK, so that means that Peace is available for hire by the Vlandia Knights. We could make him an offer. In fact, I think I'm going to do it right now. A little bit of heckling coming from the fans, and by fans I mean me. He's being offered $100 for the Knights of Vlandia.
10K, I think, maybe in yen.
Raising the ante to 10,000. Russell's now out.
No, he wants USD, not yen.
Ooh, Dino playing aggressive. No cat.
Oh, he got some picks in there.
Two of their inf.
I think you were distracting them with your offers of $10,000 in yen.
Oh wow, Peace offering 10K. KOTF wins this round. I will talk shit to Peace.
You know, I think 10 grand is a small price to pay to win E-Division, so how about it, Les? What do you think?
Small price to pay to win E-Div, you know. I don't know that I have a cavalry player on my team currently that can rival this Peace guy. I think it's close. I think Randy and some shaky on that nag can do dirty damage. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see in the match. This has been the second set, or the first set of the second map. Vlandia versus Sturgia. KOTF losing on Sturgia to the Peasant Rebellion. We're calling it a good half. You're now going to witness KOTF on their native faction, the Western Vlandia Knights, which is their favorite native faction, mind you. Let's see what they can do.
Is it really their favorite? I'm not sure if you're making a joke at their expense there.
What do you mean?
Well, you're the Vlandia Knights, head of the Vlandia Knights.
Oh, I see what you're saying, as if I'm somehow claiming that I own the native faction. No, everyone, so like there's different groups. You know, you got NATO, you got VK, you got KOTF, Atria. We all prefer the Vlandia Nation. You know, all of our clans are styled off of either the faction itself, in my case, or Western Europeans in general. Anyone who's a knight clan, I call knight clans, you know, they're Western European knight clans.
That makes sense.
For the Vlandian faction. Whereas, you know, a clan like Jomsborg prefers Sturgia. Viking clan. SKBR is a Viking clan. Soru is a Viking clan. What else is a Viking clan? I feel like I'm forgetting a Viking clan that's important. The Art of War, I think, likes the Eastern stuff more, like Khuzait and Aserai. I believe their in-game faction for their clan is the Khuzait. So every in-game clan you get to choose what nation to base your clan off of. The main faction for VK is Vlandia. And I would say it's the same too for KOTF. Their main faction is going to be the Vlandians and their group preference.
So, Les, one thing I was wondering is if there's any warm-up strategies. So I had an idea for one. I'm curious if you've ever had any warm-up strategies, warm-up round strategies. If you're willing to disclose that. Actually, I was thinking, and bear with me on this, I was thinking if you're a cavalry player, you play the warm-up like an absolute retard, and then enemy cavalry's overconfident, thinks you know how to play. First, you know, first map, obviously. You know, first, if they don't know who you are that well, haven't played you in a while, kind of bomb the warm-up round and see if they will just kind of go it away. Make it an easy first job stop on them.
Well, I see your thought. You know, you're going to play bad first. You know, Hancock's warm-up strategy is he goes cav every time, then plays archer. I don't know why he does that. This is part of his warm-up routine. Me personally, I am a warm-up warrior. I'm trying to get a feel back for the game every time I'm hopping on. I don't get to play consistently enough to maintain myself in A div. I'm always going to be a B+ player. 26 years old, I'm aging out. So, problem is like every time I'm playing, I'm just trying to grind and get as much score as I can. And make sure my mechanics are good, make sure I'm set and ready to go. But I definitely could see that. You know, I've seen other players like Wegness and Sturgia do that, where they play like dog shit in the warm up, or they troll or team kill or whatever, so that when the round actually starts, you know, they pop off and it's crazy. So it's definitely a strategy I've seen before. You could give it a shot. But I'm also a firm believer in practice how you're going to play. Warm-ups with time to get a little bit of extra practice in. KOTF Jaybird taking that crossbow. Foolish mistake. He's already in melee. How many times did he get to shoot that before he's engaged in melee? He might as well have gone.
It was very odd, because, I mean, they had that whole staircase just for the archer, and he didn't use it.
No, he doesn't know. They never played this map before. So, like, he doesn't know that that's a good angle. Jaybird gonna get that bow back out. He had to kill 2 people to get back on here. KOTF taking Sturgia down. Holy shit. Are we seeing the KOTF comeback? Chase spawning Vlandia, not the move, but you gotta go Peasant. Let's see what their team does. I mean, they just want to stop the stomp. I mean, they could all spawn Vlandia second life. They're taking out Safety Soldier. What happened there? Throw something? Oh, he was throwing spear. They were really close there playing Archer again. I don't think he's playing Archer wisely. I was Jaybird, I'd be screaming at Chase to drop me that. Oh no.
Oh, that was crazy.
Huge save by Dino. Huge save by Dino. Sly is out. That was a suicide mission. Dino and Peaceful engaged in cavalry melee combat. He's capping C flag. You know, the Kings of France, you know, they hold C.
Isn't it Franks?
Pushing. Yeah. Knights of Flanders.
I don't think that's what they call themselves.
Kings of the Forest, about to receive enemy Sturgians. See if they can't repel them. Huge team kill on Ian. Chase killing Tyrion. Right now, KOTF's down. It's looking like the
Vulgar's meta after all.
Forest are going to be able to take them down. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's done. They won their first round. Everyone KOTF in chat, baby. That's what we wanted to see. That's what we wanted to see. That's what we wanted to see. They stopped the stomp. They stopped the stomp. No casualties, second life. I mean, this is Jaybird's faction. He got 457 score per round on Archer. That's not bad. That's high level archery right there. Even though, you know, he's fighting most of that scores melee. Gotta give it to him. He played well. Safety Soldier again spawning the wrong class. I want to beat him to death. IRL, not joking.
Was it?
Yeah, he's done it twice now at least.
Oh, nice. And he's not even in the fight.
Central running away. Safety Soldier lost. He's farming the field as the peasant class. Kind of reminds me of my friend Zombie King got lost on League of Match 1.
Don't know him. Must have been an idiot.
That was quite the moment in this evening.
Yo, honestly, I'm glad I
What a shot.
for the community.
You really did. You really did. You're a fan favorite at this point, honestly, Zombie King.
You can't call it a comeback if you didn't start at the bottom, you know what I mean?
True. It's true. Looks like Cinderella forgot his fighting right there. Was going with this. Yeah, go roach the best he could.
They're fighting split in their own spawn.
They're fighting a desperate fight in their spawn, just trying to get rid of this infantry without taking damage. Goes down first life. Any damage you take here is horrible. These Flanders opting for the mace again. They have padded armor. Not good. Oh, and he goes down. Chase, you needed that armor. Chase of the field. Not good.
Crossbow just missed 2 huge opportunities there.
Crossbow Crossbow missing its shots. Jaybird does have a second or third life here. I'm not sure what it is.
This guy just being able to just spin around the entire team is just so bad for them.
Jaybird did nothing to stop that infantry, just killing all
I would be
them.
so upset if I was safety soldier just spamming this guy while this guy's sitting over here not helping.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. I do like the drip though on Mr. Jaybird. He's looking very great. You know what? Vlandia actually has a custom color on right now because this is our K servers, and we're looking more like Swadians than true Vlandians. I kind of like the color distinction though. What do you think?
I'll be honest, I did not notice a difference.
I didn't notice
Need a little
it
bit darker?
just now. It's darker and it doesn't have yellow on it. It has black.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it does look better, I think, with that at the yellow. Kind of cringe.
A little bit too McDonald's-y for me, but
Very English of you.
English. Mr. Jaybird needs to shoot that mother effer on that nag.
Well, he can if Trustful's not going to help him. Wow.
Pull that bow out and shoot that mofo.
And they're low morale. It's just looking very Jover here for KOTF.
It's looking very Jover. No 3-0 from KOTF. They did get their first round in. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them. They stopped the stomp. They didn't get 12-0'd. 12-1. Honor. There's a lot of honor in that. They didn't quit the match. They didn't crash out. I appreciate KOTF staying in the contest. Ian is too good for EDiv. I shouldn't have let him in here. It's kind of my bad. I could have probably put this team in DDiv, but they would have been bottom of DDiv, so I don't want to do it to them. DDiv would absolutely eat this team alive. One, second half. 2 rounds to go. Possibly 3. But there will be a winner of this map. I'm hoping, if KOTF can take this map, that'd be huge for them. It's one map, well, one set they won in their first set. It's not too late to, ooh, shooting Chase Flanders at the back of the head. Expert archer play from Mr. Jaybird. I forgot that they're probably going to go back and watch this. Really, the archer play is not the move, Jaybird. You're too important to that flying to be out here fighting calf. Not even shooting, I'd like to see you. You might get a good kick shot in here. You did get the good reload, quick reload. Targeting F. If you're up there, Mr. Jaybird, you're doing a lot better. I forget he's not going to see my stream. He's going to see your stream, but up on the staircase, you should be shooting Jaybird. Crystal Spear,
Yeah,
you're getting some good stabs in.
Vlandia might win this fight, but not by much. Yeah, a lot of damage.
I think they're starting to get the swing of things here. Dino's playing a lot better too. 659 score per round. Or, excuse me. He's doing well over 300 score per round there.
Well, technically, isn't this the third round?
Oh, technically. So far.
So it'd be average.
Yeah,
You gotta average it by
Hard to do it.
3.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see what it looks like at the end of this round.
That's fair.
He's outscoring any other cavalry on the server currently. Plenty Cav is better than Sturgian Cav, but great stab on his
pretty
horse,
nasty hit
taking it
there.
out without dying.
Yeah, it was probably solid 40 to 60 damage there.
Oh, trustful camping. Dismount Sly. Sly's dismounted last life. Oh wait, no, he's got another life.
I don't know if it was worth it for that though.
Yeah, if that was peaceful, it would have been better. Extra peace. Oh no, Dino, do not die there. Get the hell out of there, Dino. Go right into another corner. Not worth, dude. They get the kill there, but he took in more damage on his horse, and he's last life, and that guy had another life, so. Khuzait also is out, though. That's big. That's big for KOTF right there. They're up, man. Uh-oh. They got a coucher over here. You see him, Thief? You see Sly? Not good, man. Not
Here
good.
he comes. Oh, they see him. It's a pretty nasty hit. Yeah, they're not going to win the fight with 2 spears. They have a crossbow, and they have 2 spears pulling back. This fight's just already lost.
Jaybird just found a piece there, though. That's big for them. Finding a loss for who?
I mean, they kind of deserved to lose that fight. They had 2 spears that were sitting way back from the fight. Kind of just trying to threaten the cavalry and protect the crossbow.
Also, the
but
1v1's going on, even though they're up on players. Stressful dismounting his teammate Dino. It's not gonna help. Safety Soldier and Syndrel always last alive here. Safety Soldier always lucky to last alive. Not gonna be able to clutch this up for them. Poof, that was hard to watch. I mean, those are the EDIM shenanigans we tune in for. It's fun to watch people screw up. When they got the lead, they got the advantage. You know, skirmish practice as a leader is so important. You know, understanding how skirmish works and how to keep your team consolidated is huge. Everybody dueling is not how you win skirmish. You know, I always say KOTF is a soldier clan. You know, KOTF, they got a lot of soldiers in there. Skirmish is a game for warriors. You know, people who have independent thinkers who can fight on their own. They don't need to be told how to group fight while the group fight's happening. You know, in a battle event, it's like, okay, charge. Form up shield wall, front line left and right kind of stuff, and that works in battle events, but in these situations where it's just a slog, you know, orders you gotta have a mind of your own. You can't just count on Captain to tell you every little move you're supposed to make. This looks like KOTF's still in the towel here. They know it's over. The morale is gone. The HON, Soul, and Ian over here, they're going to be celebrating a Peasant Rebellion victory here against the Franks. The Frankish rebels are winning. Looks like it's the score. My prediction now is going to be locked in at 12-1. I'll be very surprised if KOTF comes back from that disastrous first fight. I'd like to see it, though. I sure would like to see it. Show me, Jaybird.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, that's huge. Jaybird shot one, and they stabbed him right away. So Ian cooks these. Ian wins these fights. Here comes Peace. Peace is coming in. Huge hit for, that's clean. I would have cried if Jaybird died there.
You're hoping for 12-1, I thought.
We might get him on morale this time. No, actually.
So
They didn't know how to force the objective. They got on it too early. I think that might be a
Well,
problem.
unless they're going for B force. Presume that's a little too early, but I think it'll still go B. Oh, goes A. Yeah, I'm not understanding flag dynamics. It's huge. Flags are a wonky system in this game. There's no literature on it. You just gotta play and find out how they work.
Right. Yeah, basically they should have waited until it's about 10 seconds in to get on the flag and then force it on a B.
Perfect line KOTF formed on the move out here. KOTF is really good at forming lines. It's a 3v2 on A site.
Jaybird goes down.
And a 1v5 on the outside. Chase is blocking for his life, showing that two-handed prowess. He thought he was Frog. He was actually Toad. Pretty sad. Only real scrims get that reference. So we got 3 1v1s going on A site. Dino trying his best. Dino trying his best to hold off the 2v2. 2 on the cap. Huge kill on Sly. Holy shit, Dino is the best player your whole game.
Oh, wasn't that Tyrion who did that?
Oh, Dino. Fucking Dino, got that pickup. That rear cap player. It's survivability, but it's not enough. Not enough.
That would have been insane.
Oh, Dino respawned. Can he stay alive long enough? It's a 1v4. Dino wins these. Dino with 1,388 score. He did the best for his team. I'd say that Dino's actually not a bad cap player. He played a pretty good match this round. Figured out what he was doing wrong. He made adjustments on the fly.
He's got.
It's got time. He's charging spears. He don't give a shit. He ain't afraid of you. Taking one down with him. That's my boy, Dino of Burgundy. Finishing strong for KOTF, and it's over. It's all over, ladies and gentlemen. It is over. This has been KOTF versus Peasant Rebellion in the E Division's second week matches. I'm excited for week 3. Zombie Kill, watching this game today, I mean, I don't know who you're worried about in this division, but I think the Peasant Rebellion's the team to beat now. Thoughts?
I don't think he's still here. Oh, he is. Go for it.
Rotate your camera when you swing and stick with the team.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, Zombie. Beef, any takeaways from that match?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for streaming it while I edited the scoreboard this whole match. Yeah, no, I was heavily messing with that. I was flipping the faction icons the whole time. Of why these are a good example of, just things to improve on. Lower skill, not just play, and just a simple thing. Stick closer together. That was one thing I repeatedly saw, really from both teams, as fights kind of all over the place. Infantry who are while their teammates are getting slaughtered, so avoidable. Can avoid it next time. I think it's one thing that any division team can really kind of just yell at each other and encourage each other to play more competently, a little more thoughtfully. That's one of those things that's really not too hard of a skill to master. You just have to really think about it and stay conscious through the whole match.
I agree. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Anything else, Beef?
I think that's it for me. Good night, everyone.
All right. Zombie